1,674 miles. That's how far Erica Gomez traveled with her 3-year-old daughter to come to the United States from Mexico. Now, nearly 15 years later, Erica meets with other Hispanic women who have come to the United States in search of something better, to discuss their experiences. Sophia Pitts, the counselor at the local high school, guides the meetings to foster discussions and relationships among the various women, as well as create ties between their experiences in books like La Distancia entre Nosotros, a story of one woman's hardships as she crosses the border into the United States after being left behind by her family. In this classroom, Erica can share her story, and she knows she will be heard because there is no cultural divide or language barrier between these women. They each understand what it feels like to go to a school board meeting and not understand what is being said because no one is there to translate for them. These struggles, however, have not stopped Erica from creating ties to the Hillsborough community. If you've ever been to Dry Clean City to drop off your favorite shirt, there's a chance it was Erica's careful hands that steamed it and pressed it to return it to you good as new. The days can be long and hard working at a dry cleaner surrounded by steaming hot machines, but a helping hand can make the work go by quicker, and a shared laugh can brighten up any situation. Erica's roots in Hillsborough have also been deepened by her 4 children. Giovanni, the youngest, is a mischievous first grader who is always looking for something to play with, whether it's a soccer ball in the yard or the family's new truck. Betsy, the second youngest of the 4, is usually not far behind him, ready to play, but also there to make sure he doesn't get himself into any trouble. A quiet and composed 5th grader, Alex spends his time at home relaxing on the couch when he's not on the soccer field. The oldest of Erica's children is Julie, an 18-year-old who does more for her family than the average high school senior. Here on Locust Road is where this family has created a home. Julie helps her mother keep balance in the house, since it isn't always easy watching over 4 children. She helps her mom out whenever she needs her. She helps her clean out the dog's pen, and she goes with her to the local police station for town hall meetings, where members of the Fairview community have chosen to speak with local authorities about issues they face daily in Hillsborough. And when it's Erica's time to share her story, Julie is there to translate and make sure her mother's story is heard. Julie has a lot on her plate between an after-school job at the Y and future plans to eventually become a social worker. So sometimes she needs a moment with the family cat Peluche or an evening with her boyfriend, because when you're 18, few things are nicer than holding hands or just sharing a moment with someone you love. And when Erica and Julie are busy, sometimes it's Betsy's job to make everyone sandwiches for Alex's soccer game. Only a 4th grader, Betsy is an expert sandwich maker. And while Giovanni might mind losing his playmate for a couple of minutes, Betsy doesn't mind the sandwich making and puts a little bit of love into each one. And when she's finally done, it's time to play. Betsy and Giovanni seem to be able to make a game out of anything, whether it's with Betsy's favorite, most special Barbie doll, or jumping into the dog's pen, or in their secret hideaway in the woods, where everyone has their own room, and where a broken screen won't stop you from trying to turn on Cartoon Network. Alex, on the other hand, gets his fun on the soccer field, and while the games might actually put his little brother to sleep, Alex will be integral to his team's success, even if he's standing on the outside of the huddle, because 1 minute he's on the bench, and the next, he's on the field scoring every one of his team's 4 goals, the whole time making it look easy. And after a long night of soccer, it's time to go home, to have dinner, to watch cartoons in the living room, because by 6:30 everyone is up, and it's time to start the day again. The kids will board the bus to enter a different world, where they'll speak to their peers in a language their mom doesn't understand. But then they'll come home to late nights of doing homework at the kitchen table. So if you drive down Locust Road, you'll see kids being kids. Look for cracked iPhone screens, and watch out for children racing. Look carefully for faces in the windows, and make sure to stop for cartwheeling girls, because then you'll find a family where no one has just one rule.